Okay, you guys, hello. It is Monday. About, I don't know what time it is because I don't know if my car is right. I think my car is wrong. So I think it's 11:24. So me and the babies are headed to town. They're on the back seat there. I think you can see them, Prissy and Gracie. They wanted to go bye-byes. So we are headed to town to deal with the bank, go by the post office and pick up a package that we think was delivered there. I wanted it delivered to the house, but it got delivered, I think, to the post office. So got to track down this package. It's my compost toilet. So I got to track it down. It says it's been delivered. And I'm assuming to the post office because it's not at my house. So and I got to go deal with the bank. I tried to go to the grocery store, Save-A-Lot, on Saturday, and my debit card was declined. So I had them run it twice, and they said it was declined, even though I got money in the account, because I budgeted myself while I was up here. And I even tried to use it through the drive-thru at Mickey D's, and it said it was declined. So, needless to say, I have to go to the bank and deal with that. And I know what probably happened. When I opened my account up here in Kentucky, I wanted to get a debit card. And I got a debit card in Florida for the account up here, but you had to activate it at the ATM. So I had to wait until I came back up to activate it, which was fine. And then by the time I got up here, they had changed the look or changed something on their debit cards. So my debit card I got was no good and my new one never showed up. So I went to the bank and they gave me another card. Now, she said it would be good for a year. The expiration date on it is a year. But needless to say, that did not happen. She must have activated it for only 30 days. And my new card went to Florida because all my mail goes to Florida. So husband got the new card. He got busy and didn't send it right out. So needless to say, I looked like an idiot at the grocery store on Saturday because I didn't have the money in my account. Well, my card was declined at the checkout. You know, it's embarrassing in a way. It is and it isn't embarrassing. I know I had money in my account. And I am sure when I said, no, I have money in my account, they hear that all the time. And most people or half the people don't have it in their account. That little twit had said, yeah, right, that's what everybody says, I think I would have smacked him or wanted to reach over and smack him. I don't use a debit card normally. I only use a credit card normally, and then we pay off the credit card at the end of the month because we've had bank accounts hacked. I did not want to use my account in Florida from our bank in Florida because I don't like to use that debit card account because we pay bills out of that account, and if it got hacked, it's a headache to change over your account and stuff. I know because last year when someone got a hold of a check and changed the money on it and cleaned out our account plus put us like $1,000 or so in the negative, that was a headache to deal with. It took several weeks for the bank to fix it because they do this, well, it's going to take us so many days to do the investigation, this, that, and it was such a headache. And then we had to open a new bank account once they did the investigation, and then we had to wait 7-10 business days for the new debit cards to the new account. Oh, it was just a headache. So I kind of didn't want to, while I was in Kentucky, kind of didn't want to use any bank account in Florida. That's why I set up a bank account up here in Kentucky so that I could just bring my budgeted amount of money, put it in my bank, and then know how much money I have budgeted for my visits and stays up here, and that way I never have to worry about this account up here. So I gotta go deal with a headache. It was Is that what y'all needed to know? Okay, so these babies are going to the bank and the post office. I guess I'll say wait until later, because that way I get off the camera here, and I can come back to y'all in a bit after we figure out what's going on today. Okay, in a bit. Okay, me and the babies are headed to Winchester, Kentucky to go to the Peddler's Mall. They will be fine in the car. I will crack windows and I will open up the back door. But it's nice and comfy in here. So it's not cold at all in the car. So they will be okay. And then I told them if I'm right, I will treat them to a hamburger if there's a Checkers in town. That's what I told them I would do. I'd treat them to a burger. So, we are headed to Winchester, Kentucky to go to the Peddler's Mall. What I'm looking for is I'm looking for something to set my wash machine on in the utility room. I'd like to find a beat up coffee table that I could put it on. Or a flat square trunk that's made of wood. Something to put it on. I need it to be solid. If I have to make it, I'll build it, I will. If I have to build it, I will. But I don't want to build it. So I was going to look to see what I could find. Even 2 wood end tables, solid wood end tables, backed up to each other would work too. So I was just going to go browse. That's what I was going to go do. I was going to go browse. They're happy back there. They're both laying down on blankets. They have blankets too. See, I make sure I take care of my babies. They got blankets. And they're with their mama. And that's all they want to do. They want to be with their mama. So I could not solve my bake problem. I couldn't solve it today. They told me if they reactivated the temporary card, they'd have to cancel the card that's supposed to be coming to me. So, told the husband if we have to do this all over again, that when I order a new debit card, not to sit on the new one when it comes to Florida. Turn around and send it right to me. So, it's just aggravating. That's all. Just aggravating. And I know he's busy. And he didn't mean to forget to send it to me. Because I know he's busy. Yeah, we're going to go to Peddler's Mall. I think there's actually a Checkers nearby here. And I like their french fries. So I don't like to cook them at home though. I tried doing that. I tried buying the Checker Rally fries. You can get it like, I got them at Save-A-Lot. I did not care for them. I didn't deep fry them. See, I don't deep fry a lot of things at home. I just don't. I don't deep fry a lot. I honestly don't. I don't really fry a lot of anything. I don't fry chicken at home. Right? Well, because I'm lazy. If you want to be honest, it's because I'm lazy. My theory is this, okay? You can go to at home, I can go to Publix and I can get fried chicken. You can get a fried chicken meal for like $7 or $8, and it usually comes with like a potato salad on one other side and some rolls. So if you can do that, you guys, I gotta go for a minute. Bevels is calling. Okay, you guys, that was Bevels. She was telling telling me she's taking in a pig named Bubbles. I told her to send me a picture of Bubbles. I'd like to see what Bubbles looks like. Yes, I would. I'm having trouble with my tripod thing. With my phone holder thing. So, let me see if I can make it. That's better. But no, we're still headed over to Winchester. We're going to go to the Peddler's Mall. I guess I'll be there in 8 minutes. The babies are sound asleep on the back seat. They're loving this. They'd love to go for a ride. I mean, Gracie practically spins around. Chrissy gets all excited and makes this noise like she's so excited. So they do love to go bye-byes. Thought about going on home. But I thought, no, I was already out. When you're already out, and this is a non-rainy day, we got rain coming again in a couple of days. Rain and cold, and I think rain is supposed to warm up. So I was like, what the heck? I'll go ahead and head out. I'll walk them real quick before I go into the Peddler's Mall, if I can. If not, I'll do it afterwards. But they will be okay. I'll find them some lunch, and treat them for going bye-byes. I'm supposed to take an exit 2.2 miles. I need to go by and see the new pig that...
In 2 miles, use the second from the right lane to take exit 94 for Kentucky 1958 Van Meter Road toward Kentucky 627, Winchester.
I think I have 2 GPSs going right this second, guys. Because I just heard that in echo and didn't understand half of what either one of them said. Except for I take another different exit. In a bit. Okay, everybody, we went to the Peddler's Mall. I found a stand that will hold the wash machine. That's what I was looking for. And I got some more socks because my feet stay cold. I swear I'm going to be one big giant bundle at some point here. But I forgot when I got, because coming back to the schoolhouse from Winchester, I passed Mount Sterling. And I should have stopped off at Mount Sterling, gone down to Sally's and seen if they had hair dryers. But I forgot. And I am too far away now to go back. I'm closer to home than I am to that, so what if I pass the Dollar General up here and see if they have one? Maybe I'll see if they have a hair dryer. I just need a cheap hair dryer. Just need a cheap hair dryer. Maybe I'll stop and see Sally if I haven't passed Dollar General yet. Maybe I'll see if they got one. Maybe. I need to shut this little back window. I had the window open when the dogs were in the car by themselves, and I can feel the cold air coming in. Chrissy's up in the front seat. She's cold. I need to put a sweater back on this girl. Gracie's sound asleep on the back seat. I think we were going to go to Checkers, but Checkers had a fire this morning, and Checkers caught on fire, so Checkers is closed. So we're going to go home and have ourselves a sloppy Joe. It's a little late for lunch, but we're going to have a sloppy Joe. That's why I've got a little bit of a headache, I think, because I'm a little bit hungry. I did eat breakfast, but... debating whether or not I want to go back out and go to Bevel's and Wes's to see Bubbles. I had a pet pig one time. Her name was Susie. Yep, her name was Susie. She acted just like the dogs did. She went out with the dogs, came in with the dogs. Barked. She made this barking noise like they did whenever I went to work. And I would look at my gate when I'd leave my driveway, and I'd see dog, dog, pig, dog. Or it would be dog, dog, pig, dog. Or it would be dog, pig, dog. She was usually in the middle of them all. So I don't know. Go figure. Alright, let me go in here and see if they have a hairdryer in this Dollar General. Yeah, let's see if they have a hairdryer. Alright, in a minute, guys. Okay, you guys. We successfully found a hairdryer. So, needless to say, we got Band-Aids for the blister we got from Boots the other day. And some sort of athletic tape that I think I can put over the Band-Aid to keep it in place. Or put over the spot where I get my blisters from the Boots. Because it does not matter what boots I wear. On my left leg, and I think it's my left one always, the boots bite me on the back of the ankle, but up high. So it's got to be my leg. It's got to be, I think it actually might be the way I walk or something. Because I don't remember it happening on the right one, but I do know that I've been having trouble with my hips. And when I have trouble with my hips, I tend to walk a different way. So maybe I'm walking a weird way, and because somebody mentioned that to me a while back when I was complaining about something hurting, and they said, well, is your hip bothering you? And I'm like, yeah. Like, well, maybe you're walking off. Maybe you're walking weird and causing the other thing to hurt. So who knows? I don't know. I had my leggings tucked into my socks and had my socks pulled up as high as I could to try to avoid the blister from happening. But I knew it was going to be a doozy, and it was a doozy because it immediately blistered, peeled, and bled. Because I could feel it. I'm like, oh, the boots are biting. The boots are biting. And I readjusted them several times. But the pants were dark leggings, like black Halloween leggings. So you can't even see the blood on the pants. And it wasn't a big spot. It was just a little spot. It's on the back of my leg by my ankle. So who's going to be looking anyways? So, but, yep, my boots bit me. My boots bit me. That's what I call it, too, whenever a shoe gives me a blister. Like, my shoes are biting. My shoes biting. The pair I have on today, the sneaker things, they bite if I don't have socks on. But it's been cold, so I got socks on. So they're not biting today. But I was glad to be able to find a hairdryer for $10. There was two hairdryers, a $10 one and a $15 one. They both are the same wattage. The one was just smaller than the other one. I don't care as long as it's the same wattage. I'll go with the cheaper one. I just got to dry the hair a little bit when I take a shower. Because I don't want to be wet and cold. That's the thing. You get wet when you're cold, you get sick. So I don't want to be wet and cold. I'm trying to keep my feet and my head dry. That's your two places where you lose your heat, in your feet and your head. Did y'all know that? Your temperature controls are your head and your feet. Not your hands and your nose. Unlike you think if your nose is cold, you were cold. That's just a side effect. But my understanding is your thermometers on your body are your head and your feet. Those two things, like you lose your heat from your head, and if your feet get cold, you get cold. I mean, that's my understanding. I think it is true. I went to Key West with a friend one time, and it was hot down there, And she was so hot that when we got back to our hotel room, she laid down in the bed and put her feet in the air conditioning and cooled her right down. Just because she cooled down her feet. So. Makes sense too if you think about it. Because when you sit in front of a fire, don't you usually put your hands and your feet out there in front of the fire, get them all toasty? Keep your hands warm because hands just don't like cold hands. You just feel it bites. But I gotta pull out gloves next. I had to get some nail clippers too because I thought I had a pair. No, I did have a pair when I brought a pair up here, but I could not find them this morning, and I've been drinking milk like crazy, and my fingernails have been growing. So I just broke a fingernail, and it ripped, and it snagged. And now I got like this horrible rough spot. I think that package of fingernail things, I don't know if it did not come with the emery board, but if it didn't, I'll just grab the Dremel tool and Dremel it off. One thing I do not have is sandpaper up here. I'm surprised too, because normally I have sandpaper in my art room. I guess I told myself I could pick up sandpaper blocks anywhere. And I can. I can go by Ace Hardware and pick up a sandpaper block. If I go to Maysville, I can go to Harbor Freight and pick up a package there, which would be cheaper, but sometimes it's not worth the gas. I did load up with some gas at Shell to make sure I have a full tank. It is still 49 degrees outside, according to my temperature gauge. I wonder if it's going to get cooler up by the schoolhouse. We'll know when we get there. Alright, I'm rambling now, so me and the babies are going back to the schoolhouse, and we are going to have lunch or early dinner or something. We're going to have a sloppy joe because they're made. I had invited myself to Bevel's and Wes's tonight because she said she was making homemade Navajo tacos. And if y'all have ever had Native American Indian taco, that shell thing that is made, oh my goodness, it's good. But I have to take the babies home no matter what I do because I don't want to take them to Bevel's and Wes's. They got 3 dogs, and I'm not sure how everybody will get along. Okay, you guys, this is what I ended up with at the Peddler's Mall, was that stand there. It was called a TV entertainment stand, but I don't know. I think that slot there is too small to put a thing in. It's got cabinet space there. So I think what I'm going to do is put laundry soap and stuff like that down in there. And it works perfect to set the wash machine on. I have to do laundry every couple days. I say every 3 to 4 days to keep on top of laundry. So it's not really a nuisance to do it. It really doesn't take that long to do it. So I think this will work out, and I can leave my shoes and my flip-flops and my slide-on sneakers there. So I think this will be handy. So this was what I found. So I'm going to say, if you guys like I'm going to say bye. And I'm going to say, if you like the videos, like and subscribe. If you don't, I'm sorry. But enjoy the craziness of life, because you might just laugh about it when you tell a friend. See you on the next video. Bye.